Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Butte Mountain Homestead. A couple fun things to show you today. I'm not going to do a long garden tour, but I'm just going to show a few developments because they're happening. You have to excuse the chickens and quads and cows, water trucks, goats. That's farm life for you. But the, oh, thank you, Mr. Bumblebee. On cue. These are the renner or the pole beans, the pinto beans and the black beans. And they are climbing this trellis really well. I mean, look at that's already taller than me. Developing, already starting to develop some fruit. Yes, it's considered fruit. Needs to be pollinated. So there's that. And then the potatoes are just dying off on their blossoms. So I think pretty soon we're gonna see and I see some dying back in there, right in there, I see some dying back happening. So I think in the next couple weeks, oh, I also see a little frog. See if I can film him. And we have pollinators, we have tree frogs. It is the year of the tree frog, that is for sure, right down there. See how prolific this ended up being with this bed being amended with the chicken coop stuff. It was actually the on the other side of the chicken coop is where all the straw from the coop kind of blows out. There is thousands of worms in there. The moisture from that's on a downhill. So the worm activity in there is just amazing. And I had scooped, I think I said it in one of my earlier videos or a few weeks ago, is I had scooped probably a 5-gallon bucket's worth. And I just tested this section of the bed. So, and the potatoes, this is the only time I've ever gotten potatoes to grow like that big and green and flower. Almost every single plant. So, and I've not cheated to see what's down underneath. I want to be totally surprised. But we do have green beans planted in here. Tomatoes are coming on. I mean, I'm keeping them pretty heavily pruned. I'm out here every other day. I've noticed the marigolds not really doing their job over here. Been finding tomato worms or hornworms. And my uncle, who ran a garden center forever, gave me a trick I'm going to try tonight. What I'm going to do is find one and then do it and see if it works. See if it does work. I mean, he says it, so, but I want to see what they do. It's supposedly when you spray the plant with water, like in a spray bottle, which is not very much to hurt the plant. But tomato worms don't like water, so they'll arch back and kind of reveal themselves. So, but yeah, I have some pruning to do over there. But these are the Amish paste. The celery's coming back, which is amazing. It's going to seed, but I'm going to let it do whatever it's going to do. Maybe I'll get some baby plants out of that. I'm also going to plant, I'd pinched off a bunch of basil earlier in the week and kept it in a jar, hydrated, so I could just have it fresh to grab. And this one rooted. So since tomato plants and basil plants like each other, and I have room right here, this emitter is open, and I keep the plants pruned up, that I'm just going to go ahead and plant it right there. So I'm just going to plant it. I'm going to probably pinch that one off. Let's plant it right there. See if I can do this one-handed. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, just go ahead and add that little bit of water. Not going to hurt. So I have my coffee cup. I think that cherry tomato is ripe. And this is a super sweet 100. But since it watered this morning, I'm not going to pick that till tonight. You don't want something that's to eat after it's just been watered. It's kind of diluted, so to speak. You want it after it's been sitting in the sun and all those sugars have really developed. But look at these. Look at these. Look at all those. And they're all the way up. They're getting right there. And then I've just been kind of tucking it in, pruning this back. Hopefully, oh, that was going to land in my coffee. I wasn't going to be very happy, but And then I've just been planting suckers. I don't root them or anything. I just stick them right in the ground. That one doesn't mind. That one's kind of bouncing back. But that way kind of gives me a little bit of a tomato plant security in case one doesn't do very good. But one of the main reasons why I brought you out here was to show you, besides just a quick little update, and me and quick updates, you know how that goes. I'll do my best. I did have to go get a basket because of what I saw. Yeah, look at these potatoes. There's green beans in here. I've been look at all these green beans. I mean, this is for me, so I just have a bag going, and I'm hoping pretty soon, probably in the next couple weeks, I'll be able to start harvesting enough to do a small batch, can a small batch. That's the goal anyways. But there's a basil plant. I just keep them pinched back. I have enough in the house. I'm gonna do a batch of pesto today too. Yeah, look at all those blossoms. Now this is the black bean. It's a darker green than that one. And these blossoms are white. And those are kind of a pink and white. So, kind of interesting. But yeah, it's just doing its thing right up that. And this is one of those cattle panels. We didn't even have to buy these. These were on the property. So these have been here since we put up the beds. But yeah, see, this is tomato plant starting to die back. Oh, sorry, Bumblebee. You do your thing. Yeah, the little froggy jumped. Darn, I was hoping to see him. But yeah, I'm not. And see, there's more. Starting to die back. I don't see any exposed, and there's no sunlight on these other than filtered, but yeah, they're starting to die back. So I digress. The reason why I brought you out here was, I gathered eggs. But look, I have shishito peppers. Look at this. I have enough for us to probably have a snack tonight. Oh, I don't know what happened there at all. I don't like that business. But we also have sweet banana peppers growing back there. I'll have to probably save those because I don't have enough to do a jar. I make our own pepperoncinis, and then during the summer I just keep a big jar in the fridge. And my husband and I go through gallons before I have to start, before they're so prolific I can't store them, so I have to can them. But yeah, look at these shishito peppers. And what I do is, I'm not going to pick that one. I'm going to pick this one and that one. Is I blister them in a pan, and then I make a dipping sauce. And they're so good. Let's see, what do we got here? We have, these are bell peppers. These are ones I started from seed, these 3. And all these shishitos I started from seed. And I think some of the banana peppers I did get from the store because I had lost some, and jalapenos I had lost some. So I actually think that might be a jalapeno. This is a jalapeno, but that's a shishito. So, very fun. Yes, boys. Oh my goodness. Look at you, big stuff. Look at you, big stuff. Oh, Daryl. Get down, buddy. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm going to pick, oh, and the peas, they're starting to fizzle out. So I did pick off one of the big branches, or big growing things, but I'll show you a couple more of the green beans, so hold on. Actually, real quick while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and pick these off of here. Let's see. There we go. I just pinch them off with my thumb. Let's see what's in here. I'm going to try to maneuver without falling over, so hold on. And can we just talk about this mammoth sunflower real quick? I have that growing up through the pepper cage. They are sold as tomato cages, but if you know, you know. Don't plant your tomatoes in these. They don't hold them. Tomatoes get, I mean, look at that. Those are already 4 feet tall. Can you imagine those full and those trying to hold them up? It doesn't work. I have one cherry tomato plant that I've planted in one just to show you guys later on the season what that poor thing does to these cages. So I use them for peppers. But yeah, there's a pepper plant hiding down there under the shade. They don't mind heat and they don't mind direct sun, but that's also an experiment. It was kind of an accidental experiment, but I might trim off some of those lower branches on the sunflower or just let it do its thing. That's going to be beautiful. And I've started pruning on my roses. I'm walking to the what I'm going to show you, but I need to get this done, and I need to cut back hollyhocks before they start drying and releasing their seed. See, they're going to be dry, so I need to cut these back in the next day or two. Oop, that one over there has already started to release its seed, so I need to cut that one back. These beautiful, got peaches over there. Okay, this is going to be kind of gross. I don't know if you can see it very well, but that's a fly catcher. Oh my gosh, the stench, you guys. But it is full. I mean, it is, ugh. It is, the smell is horrendous. So I need to put that in the trash and replace a new one. I did not get the refillable ones. No, thank you. That grosses me out and I almost barf as it is. So look at these volunteer hollyhocks. I've been doing this all year. There's just, I mean, I think I've pulled hundreds. Look at them. I can't even get to those yet. So I do want to cut that one back right there. I mean, I'm going to cut back all of these because that's going to be open in the next day or two. So these are getting cut back tonight. That's getting cut off. And then hopefully I can finish. And it does look like I'm pruning them back instead of deadheading. But what I'm deadheading, I mean, I would be going back and doing individual. I'm not doing that business. So I am kind of doing a soft prune. I'm going back to that first set of 5 leaves right there. But okay, on to where I was headed. Sorry, digressed again. Okay, here's one thing I wanted to show you. The cilantro has popped up. So very cool there. So hopefully I'll have cilantro pretty soon. But yeah, look at the blossoms. This is the basil I've been pinching back. Whatever was in the bag soil that I used. I'm not sure what that is, if it's a weed. I'm just gonna pull, I'm not gonna mess with it. The chard is starting to go to bolt, so I've just been feeding that to the chickens. But yeah, look at the tomatoes, guys. This is that Abe Lincoln that was planted about a few weeks earlier, and that's the sun gold earlier than the rest of these. But look at these tomatoes. We're gonna be swimming in them here pretty soon. Swimming, swimming. Look at that. I need to get these fertilized too. I've been pretty diligent about keeping the high calcium fertilizer on there so they don't get the blossom end rot. So look at these. These are the celebrities. These are the Abe Lincolns. Celebrities on this end. Pretty nice. Very nice. I see some holes. I don't see any other evidence of hornworms, but really nice. There's the corn. I need to get the water on it. I'm just waiting for all my timers to finish because this one's not on a timer. This one I have to turn the water on and off, so I just set a timer on my phone. But yeah, I'm just out here gonna pick more green beans. See, I don't know if there's any on here that are ready. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got some. So like I said, I'm gonna give these a little bit of fertilizer too. I think they're might be lacking in some nitrogen. See how darker green that one is compared to that one, and they're not very tall. So, I mean, they are getting bushy, but they're not. I mean, yeah, look at these. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, oh. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this done and get a little bit of hand watering done. And, yeah, just work on some stuff. I've been on weed patrol. I've been about doing 2 to 3 hours a day of weed patrol. And, whew, I mean, obviously, it's never ending, but yep, getting there. And then tomorrow I'm going to work on painting more boards for out there, so that maybe we can get those front 4 posts in the ground maybe this weekend. Well, maybe tomorrow night if the winds aren't too strong. I mean, we brace them, but I'd like to not do it in the wind. That'd be better. So anyways, guys, that's just a little short tour this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Really not much, but I mean, that's a chamomile I had to hand water and I didn't. I am gonna, I think, give this a huge haircut because I don't want all that going to seed. I'm sure some has already, so that'll be fine. I'm gonna give these a haircut. Just gonna knock them down and take off the rest of the sage blossoms, or you know, the sage seed pods. You know, just do some tidying up. Still really pretty. Echinacea is in its glory right now in the cosmos. Oh, here's the one tomato that I'm putting in a cage just to show you guys that it's not going to hold it. That's a cherry tomato. It already escaped out of there, so I'm going to have to tie it to that fence, which means it's going to go around the other side. But yep. Stuff in the wind. But I did lose, weirdly enough, I lost one plant there, and I lost most of my blackberry. So I have no idea. I have to go around and check emitters too, and again, guys, that's just real life. That's just how it goes, and I only have so many hours in the day, so it is what it is. This is filling in pretty. And this sunflower, oh, it's going to be a multi-head. I didn't know that, but it's like an autumn color. Planted some zinnias. I need to give them a drink of water. I'm just, like I said, waiting for my timers to finish so I don't lessen the flow to a lot of things at once. So there's parsley that I'd cut back, and there's one that I'd planted for fresh back there. But we have cosmos. I had started that from seed. Very pretty. That echinacea, I need to trim or cut back the phlox. I'll do that tonight because the bugs are doing their thing, but weeds are kind of taking advantage of free water. And that verbena, goodness gracious, it is everywhere. So I'm pulling that. There's more cosmos, more weeds. But so, oh, there's a better view of the roses in the middle of pruned crepe myrtles getting ready to bloom. But yep, just working on a bunch of stuff, trying to keep up on it and not getting frustrated, because this time of year is a real easy time for me to go forget it and just kind of let it do its thing, and I'm not going to do that this year. So I just plug away every day and get done what I can, and I still have lots of stuff on the inside that I do. These are weird little I mean, obviously they're a pollinator. Oh, those are white flies. Oh, you little buggers. I don't want you. Okay, tonight I need to treat this plant for those because I don't like white flies. I treated the oregano, and looks like I need to do it again. But it's so heavy that it's flopped over, so I'm going to have to give it a haircut, I think. I think I did that last year just to get rid of the white flies naturally. I have enough dried that it's okay. So I think I'm going to give it a haircut. So, alright guys, so I am really going to wrap it up this time. And everyone have a great week. And remember to always be kind and do what makes you happy. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye.